Now, my other series, Farm Freaks, is a completely different kind of genre story. It's not a superhero comic for one. I don't even really know how to describe it. It's just a story. It's just a comedy. This story is about a group of animals who can't find a home because of their weird antics and attributes. They're always being kicked out of every farm they live in, just because of causing ruckus and just trying to be themselves, even though if their themselves is a little weird. And they finally land on a farm as a last chance of redemption called Melancholy Meadows, and it's supposed to be a very boring regime kind of asylum for them to act like normal animals. But they soon learn that the farm is weirder than they are and holds more secrets than they do. So the story is written like a lost journal from one of the characters, but you don't know who it is until the final page of the final book. And each day of the week is a new journal entry, and the leather bound cover of this journal gets gradually more and more tarnished based on the events of the book as the week progresses. So there's going to be 7 books in total. I've published 4 so far, and book 5 is about halfway done. And this quirky cast of characters, you've got Curdle the cow, who's the main character of the story, and he can helicopter his nipples and fly. There's Morgan the horse, who was a witch many years ago during the Salem witch trials, but after spell went wrong, as all her spells do go wrong, she got reincarnated as a horse by accident, and she's forever stuck as a horse. Then there's Haggis the sheep, who doesn't like to be shaved, so he's learned how to grow steel wool so he can never be shaved again. But now he's always hot, so he's very, very grumpy and very angry. And then there's Connor, the world's only flying pig, but no one's ever seen him do it. And it's kind of a running gag that happens throughout the story. Then there's Hannah the cat, who was raised by capuchin monkeys in a zoo. So she's more monkey than cat. And she's also Curdle the cow's girlfriend, so it's a little awkward. And then there's Scramble the chicken, who just speaks gibberish, but everyone understands what she's saying. And she can just lay explosive eggs. And then there's Moose the rabbit, who's kind of, or Moose the jackalope, I should say. He says he's the world's only jackalope, but he's really just a rabbit with antlers on a headband that he doubles as golf clubs. And he already lived on Melancholy Meadows. He's kind of the heart of the farm. And then there's Dr. Hani Bell Quacker, and he is a duck that they leave locked in the attic because he loves to eat fried chicken, so he's a danger to all the birds. And then there's a rooster that already lived on the farm. As an example, like Moose, this farm already was kind of weird. And this rooster named Squeaker, he doesn't have a voice, so he uses an air horn to wake everyone up every morning. And then the main villains of the book is Boris the Bull, and he's kind of the big bully who kind of tries to keep everything very strict and very regime and orderly on the farm. And along with his sidekick, Rat Yuri, who rats on everybody. And they're the main antagonists of the story, but the two of them, especially Boris, holds a secret bigger than everybody. So throughout the story, it starts to peel away the layers on this farm through different events that happen, a flood, giant exploding vegetables, and eventually a UFO invasion. And it's all because of these weird antics that are caused by Curdled and his crew, totally by accident, but because their chaos follows wherever they go. But the main story morale behind all of this is to embrace your quirks, be yourself. Doesn't matter how weird they might be. It'd be a very boring world if we were all the same. And this book is gaining traction, especially with a younger audience. And there's a lot of parodies of movies and slapstick comedy throughout the whole story that a child reader might not understand the Joker reference, but their parents will understand the reference. So that's my little spiel. These are usually the kind of the pitches that I give at every Comic Con that I do. And there's plenty more to come from Axel Creations in the future. As you can see behind me, that's a small collage of some of the many characters that I have. So, like I always say, be creative, even if by accident. Thanks for listening. See you at the next Comic Con.